This video is sponsored by Skillshare. Hi and welcome to our channel. I am so excited about this episode. Today I show you something that I've never been able to show you before, properly anyway. And Luke does a job he absolutely hates. And at some point there are a couple of goats, a cat and a dog in an oven. What the heck am I talking about? Stick around if you want to see all that. So we're going to start first with the job that Luke hates the most. Hey, lazy boy.
Hey guys. So, I've been sanding and sanding and sanding. And if any of you have been watching for a while, you all know I hate sanding, but it's got to be done. So I've been using the 40 disc pads that's really made for stainless steel. It's got like pads of sandpaper. So I did that to get the bigger lines out. This first panel and the next one at the entrance I did to 240 I think, but the rest I'm just doing it with the 40 and then once with the 80 and normal sandpaper disc. Otherwise I'm going to be here all year doing this. I've got about 120 meters, linear meters of fence, and it's about 75 centimeters times 2, so 1.5 times 120 would be 180 square meters to sand, wipe and varnish. So it does take a long time. And I thought this front piece over here, it's 10 times 3, so it's just about 1/5 of the whole fence pretty much. So I thought I'd do them in 10 board sections, so at least I don't use the last couple of hours of light from our solar, because I mean that grinder is like 1200 watts. With it on all day it suffers a bit, so I don't want to leave the batteries completely empty overnight. Now that I do have this structure everywhere, it's really cool because I can have things attached to it. I plan to build a shed at the back instead of my tiny little crappy one over there. Yeah, a lot of things, and it will also strengthen the fence, especially down on the right hand side of the Gypsy Caravan, what Ollie was calling Toothpick Alley, because there's like 6 skinny ones in a row. Yeah, I'll have little things, and it'll make it stronger if you have a cube, you know, a couple of more posts in the front, tie them all together.
So much more sanding to do, but we will not show you anymore because just like doing it, it is also pretty boring to watch. Now to take a look at a certain ruin on our land. Well, I haven't even shown it to you before, not properly, and I am just going to show you what it was like last week. I have started clearing around it. There's a nice surprise in this ruin, but I am not going to show it to you yet. No, you keep watching this video, enjoy it, and I will show it to you at the end of this video. Now Luke and I get together to get organized.
It's time for our hot poop sheet. Now I've sanded the front of the fence and I've started on our first thing on our list, eh?
Yep, and it is the material storage on the fence.
So it's the hay, the straw. We're creating a kind of box for it to be safe from the rain, and also we're going to move our compost bin from behind the Gypsy Caravan and bring it closer to the main garden, and we're going to have 2 instead of 1, so it will be much easier to use, and we'll basically get compost quicker.
And when we have volunteers, they don't have to stay coming in the back, you know, everything is easy access. And yeah.
Okay, so finished fence / material storage.
Yeah, very good.
Finished fence is also stapling on the mesh in these gaps and putting on the front gate. ASAP, what we're going to do?
Deadline is
ASAP. Yeah, the garden is ASAP. This has to be done before it.
ASAP.
Materials like nails and trees.
Nails and trees.
And mesh.
And
mesh and staples.
Okie dokie. That looks good. On to the next one. The next one I think is the recycling center.
Yes.
I'm excited about this.
So we also need to get ready for when we actually have volunteers here who aren't self-sufficient in a van. We've gotten loads of messages of people who want to come, but unfortunately we're not ready yet. So we do want to sort out our recycling, so the more people come, there'll be a system in place. So on exactly on this side of the fence, we're going to have a storage for glass bottles with a sink next to it to wash them out, and a place to dry them out before we put them into the storage. A place for cards that's usable in the garden, compostable, like our browns. Plastic, which we would take to the recycling drop-off centres. There's some other bits and pieces we're going to go through. Like I do want to create a little one for bottle tops, because when you have a lot of people drink beer and wine.
Bottle
so maybe
tops
one
everywhere.
for cork, one for bottle tops, one just for filters, maybe cigarettes, and then we see.
That's a good
you
one.
know, like I want to have it all set up and organised so we don't have a mess here.
And I'm very excited about this, because apart from getting organised, I can clean out that huge mess that is
in the shade
house. It's a mess. So materials, we need a sink, 2 sinks.
We need a sink, and then I'm going to use trees, sacks, big storage sacks, and nails and screws.
Nails and screws. And we want this before summer, right?
Yes.
So before summer. Oops, it looks like bush.
Yes.
Next. Okay, next is design the garden. Irrigation.
So get garden ready for summer. Seeds, plant plugs, so we'll have plants at different stages.
Yeah. Plugs.
Lay mulch.
Lay mulch. Okay, very good.
Now as for deadline, do ASAP, but we'll do things in different orders. Obviously the seeds have to be planted first, you know.
True. Okay, so we need a bunch of seeds.
Plugs.
I know, Larry, I know.
Irrigation bits and pieces. We do have a lot because we ripped up our old one, so we'll have to see exactly when we come to it what we need. Okay,
next. This is the most exciting one. Pig enclosure.
Pig enclosure. So Cocoa Puff or Pop, what's her name?
Cocoa Pop.
You sure it's not Puff?
I think it's Cocoa Pop.
She's about to burst apparently, so it's the beginning of April. So 8 weeks, yeah, I'd say around the end of May to be safe.
Yes.
So for that we need, well, we're going to see how much trees we have left.
We need muscle power.
We need muscles, sweat.
Tears, man.
We'll see. We have to, I can't tell you what we need exactly right now, because I don't know how much timber I'll have left when I've finished with all these boxes and compost bins and all that.
Okay.
So we'll leave that empty for now.
Okay. Next is the goat house, playground and shade.
Yeah, but I do have a few ideas for that.
Okay.
Playground and shade. We have made them a seesaw already.
And shade. And you had a cool idea anyway for the shade.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yep.
I don't want to give away too much.
Oh, I see. I didn't realize this was a secret.
And that is done by, let's say, the end of June. Just to give us some time.
Okay.
Before it gets really hot, so they'll have more shade. I mean, they have the goat house to sit in.
Yeah, they like chilling out in there. So.
But it's nice to have, since we took that tree, something else for them to do.
Yeah. For sure.
Next,
clear out goat house and chicken coop
with the proper biannual clean. So with that you're going to need charcoal, right? You use what else do you use?
I use pine shavings.
Pine shavings.
Not shavings. I'll use those.
The
for your chainsaw. Yes, sawdust.
The thick sawdust. Okay.
So sawdust.
Charcoal.
And
straw.
And it's a very good mix.
So we leave all the poop in over the winter, so it creates heat, so they're not cold in the summer and the winter. And then before summer we clean it all out. During summer you clean it a bit more often than in winter.
It doesn't get very dirty,
no. So you let it pile up anyway.
Yeah, just twice a year.
Twice a year. And then we'll take out all that poop and put it to the sides to compost, like we did last week, and we brought it up now to use into the garden. So that's all our fertilizer.
And that is mid-April. Running out of space here. I have 2 more things. Start a new worm bin, because the worm bin that we have needs to be changed, and I kind of want 2 on the go.
They're full. They've turned everything into worm poo, so it's about time we split them. So we grow our worm population.
Yeah.
And we're going to have a lot of worm castings to put into the garden this year, which is awesome. We've got a whole fridge full, eh?
Yeah.
It's okay, so start a new worm
Okay,
bin.
and that's by mid-April I want to get it done too. Yeah. Which is very soon. You can see. And then the last but not least is caravan, kitchen shade and roof.
The outside kitchen attached
outside
to the
kitchen,
small caravan. So that is so we can get volunteers in there and they'll be nice and comfortable.
Okay, and that has an end of June maybe, but it's not a deadline.
It's not.
So let's just leave no deadline for that one.
Okay,
that's it.
And then as for materials for that last one, we'll have to see again how many trees we have left. We do have some pine trees around the land that are growing, for example, right in a cork tree, which I do want to chop down and remove. But they're scattered all over the land, so that's going to be a big job of just cutting the trees that are in the way and then dragging them to where we need them, you know. It's going to be a big job. But we'll get through it. Alrighty.
Well, I am off to do something. Luke, you are off to?
Finish fence material storage.
Okay, you go do that, buddy. Go, off you go.
Where's my chainsaw?
We are not putting the ruin renovation on our list, and I will tell you why. The list is for short-term projects, and we were thinking if we put the ruin renovation on it, it will be there for the next 5 years probably, so we thought best leave it off. If you enjoy watching our content, why not hit that subscribe button, and if you want to know every time we upload a new video, then hit that bell. Bing, bada, bing, 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 ding, 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 ding. Now it's the time of that video where I will introduce you to our lovely sponsor, Skillshare. For those of you who don't know who Skillshare are, they are an online learning community for creatives, just like you and everyone really, because everybody is creative in some way or another. And this week it is also about getting organized, because now we have our hot poop sheet, and because in our forecast I see a very busy summer, I needed a little bit of help to organize my time. When looking for a course about time management, I seem to be going for the shortest courses possible, and this course by Super Sapien Skills, Organizing Your Life, is pretty cool. It's really made me stop and think about my priorities, how to plan my day in advance to make better use of my precious time. I will repeat the first thing that she said that got me thinking, and the rest is up to you to watch. We all get the same hours in the day. Some achieve more and some get less. Time management is the biggest contributor to this inequality. The most productive people use their time efficiently, and that is exactly where I want to be on a scale, if there is a scale. I am putting the name and the course name in the description below, so if you find it interesting, you will check it out too. There's just so many different courses from people who teach from all different walks of life. Some of them go really into detail and they're really long, and some of them are just a little bit of fun, or some of them are just 20 minutes long and they teach you so much. It is just amazing, and I am so happy that I have access to this wonderful world of Skillshare. You can learn how to paint, you can learn how to sew. It is really up to you. So why don't you go and check out the Skillshare library, because I promise you, you will definitely find something for you in Skillshare. For the first 1,000 viewers of Luke and Sarah's Off-Grid Life, you get a whole month for free to try it out. Yes, that's what I said, for free. So go on, what are you waiting for? Click on that link in the description or this coupon code. You know you want to. And now that we have gotten slightly more organized, it's time to show you what I have been doing by the ruin. And I am going to be getting a tiny bit of help today. I have been clearing this for a couple of months now, just every so often doing a little bit, but I've been dying to uncover this boulder, and Luke bought something special which we're going to try out. And here he is now! Good timing, Luke. So what did you buy, Luke?
This is, in Portuguese, uma foice.
Foice?
Foice, which is the same word for scythe, I think.
Okay.
One of our subscribers a while ago said you should get one of these on a stick, so at least when you're doing it, your hands aren't in the brambles. I did put on a bit of wire and tape just so I have more grip when I'm pulling, and I am sharpening it just as I would a normal scythe with my stone here, tied to a string, because I've lost it in long grass before. And every, I don't know, 10-15 minutes, I just go 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, pretty sharp. So you want some help here?
Yes, I do. I have the goats and this, but I think this is going to take a bit of a break.
Okay.
And the goats are going to have to move.
Yeah, they will have to.
And we're going to try it out.
All right, let's try it out.
Susie, I wouldn't go too close. Wow! That's a nice big clump.
Got out of bed, rotten egg. About time. About time too, huh?
We have this thing that when the last person who gets out of bed is a rotten egg, and it's normally Timmy.
It's always Timmy. It is pretty efficient. It's a good workout. The strimmer is faster, but when you're taking out brambles where there's a lot of rocks and stuff, at least I spare my blade a bit from all the sparks and the fire danger. So it's good to use this where there's a lot of rock. So with this, at least in summer, we can work as well. And also with the rising costs of fuel, this is free and you lose some weight and gain some muscle.
Yeah. I am going to be going around the room to show you what has to be done, but this is awesome. Now basically everything's been cleared and we can see the boulder, which is the exciting bit for me. But then I'm still going to go around with the secateurs, cut a few things, and also with the hoe and dig out the roots, because around on the boulders there's like a little layer of soil, and I think most of the roots are going to be easy to get out. I just need the hoe to do it. So I'm going to take you around the ruin now. Big boulder there. That's the boulder from this side. And I'm going to show you around the other side. Hi, Timmy. Timmy, are you okay there? Da-dum, 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 da-dum. I'll go wide so you can see the whole boulder. Look at it. I hope I don't make you dizzy, but this is the way to show it to you. Wow, look at that. So the house is there, but look at the boulder till where it comes. It's beautiful. And I'm just going to take you around the whole ruin and just show you the last bit that needs to be done. Okay, first stop, inside here. That needs to be tackled. It's not a big deal. And then we need to clear this out. See what's underneath. A tiny little room here, which I don't think I've ever showed you. Bit of goat maintenance. Good boy made the wall. Okay, and this is the back of the ruin, and it still needs a bit of work. Look. Brambles! We love the brambles. Also, that room needs to be cleared. It is full of brambles. A couple of months ago I had done a poll on who wanted the boulder cleared and who wanted the front, and more people opted for the front, which I did that. But it has this side has been waiting so long, and I hope it has been worth it. Let me know in the comments below. This is the outside of our bakery, and I will show you inside. Daisy, Susie wants another go. Oh no, Daisy doesn't know how to come out. Come on, Daisy. Oh, I think you're too big, Meatball. Oh, Meatball's gonna do it. Oh, Meatball! Look at baby come out. Oh, Meatball, you're regretting it. You're gonna regret it. You have to find out for yourself. Susie, come. Move out of the way. Come, so Meatball can come out. Okay, Meatball. Meatball, you managed. You're a clever boy. You can check out the oven. Everyone else did. Except Molly. Molly didn't check out the oven. Slowly, come, slowly. You want to come and see up here? Look, go up. Clever girl. Look and check out the oven. Wow. Oh my goodness, wow. Are you guys excited about what you're seeing? Because I am. So nice clearing, especially the buildings. I love clearing land and finding boulders and finding terraces, but when we clear around our ruins and we can actually walk around them, it's just amazing. I do want to tell you the story why I am so excited every time we uncover these. Not only because they're beautiful and I want to be able to see them every day that we pass from here, but also because in June, one of our friends who we met on YouTube, Dirk, is coming to survey our land and our buildings, and we just can't wait. Just so excited that we want to prepare the area for him. And I want him to be able to survey them properly, go around and see where they're built on and, you know, see the foundation. So this one is almost ready too. I mean, I say almost ready, but I want to clear around the whole thing. So I have back there and this and that. And behind here is pretty tricky because it's pretty high, and even this side, so I kind of want to clear it. soon. If you are interested in seeing the progress, then tune in for more and more videos. And hit that nice thumbs up button. We appreciate it very much. Okay, let's get finishing cutting that down and then we can go. This week, I would like to welcome Annie to our Patreon family. Thank you so much for choosing us to support. Your name is not new to us. You have been supporting us since the very beginning. In fact, there's a heart next to your name, and that means that you are one of the subscribers who's gotten the most hearts from us, which means that you have sent us the most comments. So thank you so much, Annie, for the nice comments and the smiles that you have put on our faces every time we read them for the last 2 years. Timmy, do you want to come home? We are done for the day. Do you want to come home, Timmy? Oh my goodness, good boy.
It's the man and his sickle.
If you enjoyed watching this video, why not go and watch this one next?
Me ball, it's Molly. Good boy.